And hello there. We'd like to welcome you into the Philly and Fred show for Saturday, November 29th, 2025. We're going to talk about the Thanksgiving games, the Sunday slate, the Monday night game, winners and losers, and a couple true falses. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. It was good games. I'm gonna start with the first one. Packers 31, Lions 24. What'd you get out of this one, son? Or Kirk?
I will say Jordan Love, he looked pretty good yesterday. So that Packers offense it's kind of been picking up the pace the last few games. As far as the line side goes, it sucks that Amon Ra got hurt. You see, they don't really have many weapons on the outside of Jamison Williams. So Lions offense doesn't look too great. I mean, frankly, nor does their defense. So. Um, Curious to see how that goes moving forward. But yeah, if I'm on Rise out for a few weeks, that's gonna be bad for them.
Yeah, that's going to be. They can't really make up his production. And on the Packers side, I mean, they got guys on defense. Love's got crazy arm talent. Guy can make all the throws. It's more of his just terrible decision making. Like when he does it, and it's not even that he has bad decision making. I don't think it's that. I think he just on some plays he tries to do too much.
Hmm.
Because if you go back and look at his bad turnovers, it's just trying to do too much. In the Eagles game, trying to throw the ball away, it slips out instead of just taking the sack. I mean, the Panthers game, I think he had a bad interception. The Browns game, he had a terrible interception. Like, it's not that he's a bad decision maker. It's just sometimes he just tries to do too much. And they ran the ball pretty well. They got it out to all their weapons. Like I said, Love looked good. Defense looked good. I I mean, they're one of the most complete teams when they come to play. That's just easier said than done for them coming to play for some reason. I don't know why that is. And on the line side, the offense finally woke up, but they might be in trouble because the defense went back to getting gashed again, which they did get gashed at some points, but sometimes the Packers just made some unbelievable catches. They made about three or four, like that last third down too, to win the
Hmm.
game. That was a tough catch. They made a couple really tough catches during the game. Golf, he, I mean, I think we've just talked about this. He needs things to go well for him. Like he can't go outside the box. If you have a good run game and they can have play action off that, he can throw with an open pocket, he's fine. But anytime he gets pressure in his face or they can't run the ball, people dropping back, the offense in general and him, just they don't look the same. Last point on this one, Dan Campbell. I love the aggressiveness, but now he's doing too much. Why not just kick the field goal?
It's not gonna win that way.
Yeah, like I'm sometimes I'm with it. Like I like being aggressive, but that was not aggressive. That was stupid. And there's a difference. And that
Hmm.
felt on the stupid side because and it was fourth and three, fourth and four. Like it wasn't like it was fourth and inches. Kick the points, or I say kick the points. Kick the field goal, take the points. Now you're down one score. Like that's just yeah. And what sucks is if I'm a Lions fan, it feels like he's never going to change. So you're going to have this the whole time he's coaching the line.
Hmm.
And that might be one of the reasons he turned it around because he is so aggressive and he's such a player's coach and he's got confidence. But at some point, it's just stupidity. It's not confidence anymore, really.
Great.
On to America's team Chiefs 28, Cowboys 21. I mean, the last 3 weeks, the Cowboys have looked really impressive. I mean, the offense is absolutely rolling. They got great quarterback play, two of the best receivers. They got a running game. They're balanced. They're just they've just been awesome. The defense, Quentin Williams is a dog. Jacob Wilson's been good, or was Logan Wilson? Is it something Wilson? He's been good. Bland came back, Bland's come back. Hooker's come back. They both played well. Yeah, that I think we've said we need to apologize to Jerry, and I think it's just maybe not apologize, but see what he saw because I mean now that trade They don't have Micah's 48 million on the books, and we know what they've gotten in return for that. And with the Chiefs, you can answer this. Does it feel like the Chiefs, like when they need something now, like this year, they haven't done it? It felt like in years prior, if they needed a stop, they were going to get it. If they needed a touchdown or they needed a field, whatever they needed on offense or defense, they got it. This year, they got down 10 points, needed points, and they go 3 and out. Or no, down 7, and then they go 3 and out. It's like, felt like before during this dynasty run that when they needed something, they got it every time. They didn't make mistakes. They didn't turn the ball over. They didn't have penalties. But it just feels different this year. Does it not for you watching the Chiefs?
Yeah, it definitely feels different, and it goes back to the one score games that they're losing. Like these 3 point games, like the luck was on their side the last few seasons, and they was winning, most of those games. But yeah, this year, it just doesn't seem that way, and it's kind of surprising. You have Worthy, Rice, all those guys are healthy. Obviously, Kels. Yeah, all those guys are healthy, but you still can't get anything. Can't just you can't finish these games, so it's kind of surprising to see. Haven't really got a run game going all year. They try to get it going the first half. Mahomes didn't even really pass a lot first half. Um, so yeah, trying to get this run game going, and it really hasn't all year. So yeah, Chiefs. It's I mean, the time is now if you're gonna make a playoff push because you're sitting at 500 with like 6 weeks left. So yeah, that would be weird seeing the Chiefs out of the playoffs for sure. And yeah, like you said, that Jerry Jones trade looking better and better each week with this Cowboys team. You have the best wide receiver duo in the league. It's so fun watching them play. And then Javante Williams, he's been consistent all year really. So yeah, this Cowboys team, it's gonna be an uphill battle trying to get in the playoffs in the NFC. But I mean, if you win out, you'll be right there, or even with a win loss, you'll be right there. So,
Yeah, and looking at their schedule, they don't got no games left from like they can't win that. Every game on their schedule I looked at when I looked at it before we did the show, I was like,
hmm
oh, they can win every single one. I think their toughest one might be next week against
it was
in
supposed to be the
Detroit.
Lions, but I think that might be more winnable now. Like
Yeah.
with yeah.
Yeah, yeah. With Pickens, I mean, Pickens, he's so fun to watch. I mean, that might have been one of the greatest runs ever. If he actually hurdled that guy,
Oh, I thought he was scoring right there
I
off
did
the
too.
hurdle.
Because I've seen him
Uh,
hurdle guys. I mean, he did it all the time in Pittsburgh. I was like, oh, he's going to
yeah.
get it. He normally, when he does the hurdle, he knows he's normally got it. That time, the guy kind of got his foot. And I think another thing that's helped the Cowboys is what the Cowboys do in the 80s and the 90s. They partied a lot. And they had a lot of fun. On this before this 3 game winning streak game, before this 3 game winning streak started, what happened? What happened that Saturday in Vegas? They went
They
out
part.
partying. They got drank. Apparently, CeeDee Lamb threw up. He said
Yeah.
that's disrespectful. I'll believe him. But they went out. They got hammered, and they had some fun. So
hmm
I think they are going back to the old Cowboys. And also, Jerry, I know you want Jesus to see the game, but I mean, come on, man. That sun is ridiculous.
hmm
It looks like Jerry pulled the sun in. Like it looks like Jesus is coming back from the rapture when he's coming back.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. He said he wants Jesus to watch the game. I mean, Jesus. If you believe in Jesus, he's all powerful. So I don't think you need to open up a slot for him to watch the game. I think he'd rather football just not have. He'd rather the football players not have suns in their eyes all game. Uh, on to the last Thanksgiving game. Bengals 32, Ravens 14. I mean, something's wrong with Lamar. I don't know if it's confidence. I don't think it's rust. He's been back long enough. It's got to be the lower body injuries because it just feels like he's got no power on his throws. He's missing stuff high. He can't outrun anybody. And he looks frustrated. Yeah, since he's come back, he's averaging 194 passing yards a game, and he's got 5 touchdowns and 5 turnovers. Like he doesn't look like the same guy. And then of course, when Lamar's not playing good, they go, okay, we're actually not going to give the ball to Derrick Henry. We're just going to keep it in Lamar's hands. And that's dumb because Derrick Henry had 11 carries. Or, well, my fault. He touched the ball 11 times for 104 yards. Like it, and they just going to keep throwing it with Lamar, who looks like he's not even close to healthy. It looks like I think what was it, the toe, the hamstring, the foot.
Hmm.
Like it feels like all the injuries right now are catching up to him. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that he's not healthy. So I don't know. I get you're fighting for like your playoffs, but like you're not gonna win a playoff game if Lamar's not fully healthy, I believe, or at least like 90%. So yeah, he made some questionable decisions, but I think that's due to he hasn't been able to get the ball under him. And yeah, they definitely need to get the ball, more to Henry. He didn't like they was early fourth quarter when they still had a chance down two scores. They was giving it to Ali and I forget the other running back's name, but it's like
Keith Mitchell.
Derek, yeah, Mitchell, yep, Keaton. It's like Derrick Henry didn't have one rush the fourth quarter. Well, he had one, but it was called back on a little holding, but like that just can't happen. And for the Bengals side, you just see how how much this team plays better with Joe Burrow under center. Like even I feel like the defense, like they play better for him because they know they always have a chance to win when he's under center. So the Bengals, they looked how we probably would have expected at the beginning of the year if they had Burrow, all season. So it's really fun, watching this Bengals team, when they're mostly healthy. So they need an outside chance to get in the playoffs too, basically win out to have a chance. So I mean, we'll see. Burrow, they always have a chance for him. So yeah.
No, yeah, and you're right. And Burrow, I mean, he did look rusty, but he showed you why he's obviously the best option at quarterback because he got out of the pocket multiple times and created plays with his legs. And I've seen people saying, "Oh, it's basically the same offense with Joe Flacco," because Joe Flacco threw for 300 yards a couple times. And that's when I see that stuff, I'm like, "Come on, man! Like you gotta when you watch the game,
Yeah.
you can't tell me Joe Burrow is not one of the top five quarterbacks in the game
Hmm.
when he's healthy."
Exactly.
And another bad, well, I guess, yeah, it is bad. I guess, well, a more annoying thing is what sucks for the Bengals is they got to look themselves in the face, especially now that Burrow's back and they just won this one. They got to look themselves in the face when they miss the playoffs at the end of the year and be like, we're the only reason that we aren't in the playoffs. It's nobody else's fault because you gave up 47 points to the Bears. And hey, Bears offense is good. 47 points, a little crazy.
Hmm.
And you were up in that game, or what you got the lead in that game. And then the Jets, you gave up 39 and gave up a 2-score lead. If they don't blow those games, you're 6-6, and you have a great chance to make the playoffs with Burrow back. Like that's what's even worse is some of these teams, like because the Lions had one like that. The Lions will probably look at that Vikings loss at home the same way if they miss the playoffs. Like if we just didn't lose this game, because it hurt the Bengals last year. That game they lost to the Patriots. The Patriots were terrible last year. They lost that first game of the season. They missed the playoffs by one game. So that's what sucks when they look back. It's gonna be 2 seasons in a row that they look back at themselves and go, I mean, if we literally just didn't lose to either a horrific team or just blow games and just play that bad a defense, we'd be in the playoffs. So that's got to be a tough look. Last thing on this game, Chase Brown's good back. He got 100 scrimmage yards in 6 straight games.
Yeah,
Because
people were saying he sucked at the beginning of the season, but I'm like, Joe Burrow is that big of a game changer. Like I feel like if he was playing all season, then that like those stats would be so much different. I never thought Brown was a bad back even in those earlier games. And that O line is not the best either, obviously. But,
yeah, that's my thing. I hate when they say backs are because they said the same thing with Genty all year. They'd be like, "Oh, he's a bust." It's like, well, his line is poor. Like he literally is getting hit. I think when he gets hit is almost in the backfield every time, or it's at the
yeah.
line of scrimmage. Like
Hmm.
if your line's that, unless you're Barry Sanders or you're Emmett Smith, which Emmett Smith had a great offensive line, but basically, unless you're Barry Sanders, if you don't have a great, I mean, look at Saquon. There's only
Yeah.
from what the Super Bowl was what February. So apparently, either the offensive line's being bad, being worse is that big a deal, or Saquon's lost all his abilities in 9 months.
Yeah.
So that yeah, he's been really he can catch out of the backfield. He's a tough back. Kind of reminds me of Jalen Warren. Honestly, they're pretty similar. Both smaller guys, quick, make you miss. They're low to the ground. They're kind of heavy for how tall they are. Yeah, both good backs. All righty, on to the big one. We're gonna release this episode after the game, but we're gonna talk about it and see if we were right. Bears at Eagles. Eagles -7. You're the Bears fan, so you go first.
Yeah, very big game for really both teams. I honestly kind of wish, even though I had the Cowboys winning versus the Eagles last season, or not last season, last week, I guess I would rather have the Eagles have won that game because they're going to be pretty pissed off coming into this game. It's a blackout in Philadelphia. Not the greatest situation, honestly, for us. Short week for both teams, though, so we'll see how it goes. The spread is at 7, so I mean, I do think we can very well get blown out by the Eagles team. Obviously, I would hope for us to keep it close and win outright. But one thing the Eagles do good is they don't really turn the ball over. The Bears, we kind of rely on turnovers or forced turnovers. So we'll kind of see. We have three linebackers out, so Eagles will probably run all over us. But we do get a few corners back in Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson, so hopefully that'll help us on the outside. But yeah, Caleb, he's gonna he can't hold the ball too long in the pocket, which he hasn't done a lot this season, and he's got to throw accurate throws against this Eagles defense, or we're not gonna get much going. We're not gonna get much going on the offensive end. So yeah, I think those are the keys for us staying close. But I will take the Eagles. I'll win the Eagles -7. They'll probably win by around 10 or so.
See, I'm going opposite direction. And you said, you're that they might be mad that they lost last week. I mean, that you're scared of that situation. I mean, would you be scared of a Chihuahua? Because with the way that offense has looked lately, I don't think you should be that scared. And that's pretty disrespectful that the Bears are 8-3, and I know it's in Philly, but -7, and
Yeah. No, go ahead. I'm
and
sorry.
the Eagles haven't even looked good. I mean, they've been terrible on offense the last they've been horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They've been so bad. And you said it. The one big point I had in this game was the Bears are literally number one in forcing turnovers, and the Eagles are number one in giving the ball away the least. Like that's literally it basically feels like a game of whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win. Like if Philly doesn't turn it over, they should win. But if the Bears can force a couple turnovers, I think they go into Philly and win. And we were talking about Saquon, and I don't think it's all him, but Saquon's averaging 2.8 yards per carry in his last 3 games,
Mm.
3.7 for the season. And really, that's higher than not that it should be, but like that kind of doesn't tell the whole story because he had one game where he had 11 yards per carry, and I don't know if you should how many snaps you should play him, but Tank Bigsby is averaging 9 yards per carry since he joined the Eagles. Now I'm not saying you should play him over Saquon, but I mean I don't know why not try him out at this point at least because 3.7 yards per carry ain't cutting, and 2.8 in the last 3 games definitely ain't cutting.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I don't know if they're going to, but we'll see.
I hope you're
On to the
right.
Sunday. What'd you say?
I hope you're right.
Yeah, we'll see. 49ers -4.5 at the Browns. I feel like a lot of people are going to bet the Browns because Shador actually looked pretty good last week, but it feels like when backups come in, they get one good game, and then a team gets tape on them and they kind of struggle a little bit. I think that's going to happen here. I'm going to take the 49ers. And I'm not hating on Shador. I don't think it's because he can't be good because he's definitely talented and he's a lot better option at this point than Gabriel. But it's just 49ers, Shanahan's a genius. They give McCaffrey the ball 25 times a game. They just, yeah. And they, with Shanahan, I mean, the dude wins football games. People could say all they want about him losing a couple Super Bowls. Like, all I know is the guy's great in the regular season and he's got a bunch of playoff wins. Oh, and last thing, Myles Garrett might obliterate the sack record.
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go Browns plus 4.5. I think Browns and Shadur Sanders have created a little bit of momentum. I do get what you're saying though. That is like the norm with rookie quarterbacks come out with a good game and then the next week not as good. But I didn't like what I seen from Brock Purdy last week. He had 3 interceptions in the first half. He wasn't good on throws down the field, and I don't think that's gonna bode well. With this Browns defense. And I think it's more so Panthers just not capitalizing off those turnovers last week. I think they only had 3 points off like 3 or 4 turnovers in that game. So there was definitely opportunities for them. 49ers got to travel to Cleveland across country. I think Browns can keep it close. Not saying they win, but maybe 49ers by like a field goal or so.
Yeah. And now that I think about it, talking about the game, one thing I do like for the Browns is that the 49ers, they, can Shador, like, what's the way I'm trying to say this? Can Shador manage the blitz and have pass protection, that stuff? Because the 49ers can't really get pressure. Since Bosa's went out, they've had these other injuries. They can't really get pressure on you with four. So I assume they're going to come after him, especially Shador being a rookie quarterback. So we'll see. We'll see how he handles that with the pass protections, the blitzes, the slides, and all that good stuff that I don't know anything about. Next game, Texans at Colts. Colts minus 3.5. I said the Colts were pretenders last week. I don't even think I feel that way because they really dominated the game. Like, it wasn't like they got dominated. They played bad. Daniel Jones looked pretty good. They just got up and kind of just played not to lose, and you lose when you play like that. Massive thing in this game. Did you see that video of Danny Dimes?
I was gonna bring that up. I did.
Yeah, that injury looks tough, and you do not want to be a wounded deer around these Lions they got on that defensive line for the Texans. Like, you do not want to be wounded because they're definitely sharks. They seems like they're going to smell blood in the water. They get after you. They're only allowing 16 points per game, 287 yards per game. If I'm Danny Dimes or I'm the Colts in general, like, if he cannot move enough, I do not want him playing in this game because he's going to get hurt worse against this defensive line. Nah, you troll him out or you roll him out there and he can't move. That's going to be a bad situation for them. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I don't love it. I will lean the Colts -3. Yeah, that was concerning though. What I saw this morning with Daniel Jones and how he's moving in practice. So hopefully by game time Sunday, he's moving a little bit better than that. Yeah, because that Texans defense pretty stout. But I think CJ Stroud's coming back in this one. And honestly, I think right now, like maybe I think you'd rather have Davis Mills. He's been playing lights out for you. CJ Stroud might come out with rust and just a little bit of inconsistency. Colts, they're 6-0 at home. I think you'll see a heavy dose of Jonathan Taylor. I know this Texans defense is pretty good, but I mean James Cook, ran all over them last week too. So I think Taylor, they'll definitely try to get him going, especially if Daniel Jones isn't fully healthy. So at home, I'll take the short number with Colts.
All right, hey, I didn't say it when I was talking about it, but I'm going to take Texans here to cover. I don't think they win. I think the Colts win a close one. But with the Davis Mills thing, I mean, if you look at his numbers are pretty good. But the big thing is he only turned the ball over one time in what 3.5 games.
Mm-hmm.
So with this defense, like, as long as you just don't give this defense short fields, it seems like they can hold the teams down enough to where you ain't got to score that many points,
Mm-hmm.
but just get enough to where this defense can win you a game. And the Colt, like, this division, especially if the Texans win this one, this division's got real interesting real quickly
Oh
because
yeah.
the Jags, I can't remember, they don't play someone that good this week. So if the Colts lose and the Jags win, it'll be 8-4, 8-4, 7-5. The top three teams, and they all play each other multiple times. I'm pretty sure still. So
Yep.
that division's got a chance to get real interesting if Jags win and Texans win this
Mhm.
weekend. Saints at Dolphins, -5.5. Crap game, but we'll talk about it. I I got a prediction here. The Dolphins will win 4 in a row, and they will be 8-7 with 2 weeks left. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get in the playoffs, but I think they win. I think they win 4 in a row. They play some not great teams. I think they win 4 in a row, and they got a chance.
Yeah, Dolphins get momentum after we was talking about, Mike McDaniel's getting fired probably about 3, 4 games ago, but now they've got some momentum. And I'll lean Dolphins -5.5 just for the simple fact, Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara, the two best offensive players for the Saints, both did not practice Thursday, so looking like both of those guys, or at least one of them, will probably definitely be out for this game. So yeah, give me Dolphins at home.
I mean, is it the gumbo or something, man? Like, it feels like the Saints got dudes hurt every year.
That
Like,
is
I don't know
true.
if Olave got down there and he started eating that Louisiana diet, but man, it feels like he's never in the game.
Hey, that New Orleans gumbo is, yeah, I'm telling you, I was there a
Well,
year ago to the date right now, and I got family down there, and they've got some great gumbo now, and food in
oh,
general.
trust me. We got some, where my hunting spot, we got a couple dudes come out from Louisiana. They
Hmm.
cook rice inside rabbit. I ate this. I ate this and literally in my mind thought, I get why Zion gained 200 pounds. Like, if I lived in
Good.
Louisiana, there's no doubt in my mind I'd be rotund. I'd just be a circle.
me, me and
It
Tara
just, it
always
was that
preach.
good.
Yeah, it is. Me and Tara always preach like we could go down to New Orleans just for the food. Literally, just take a plane down there, eat for
Yeah.
2, 3 days, and come back.
Yeah.
Like literally.
And they got the best because they got seafood and fresh water. Like they got they got both types of fish. They got all the
Hmm.
southern stuff. Like it's
Yeah,
yeah, that food's something different down there. Now when I see dudes get big down there, I'm like, I get it. I
yeah,
understand where you're
yeah,
coming
for
from, brother.
sure.
I'd eat that much food. I mean, I'd have to run a marathon every day just to burn that fat for sure.
Uh-huh.
Next one, Falcons at Jets. Cool, Fred didn't write the spread down, but
2.5. Falcons favored by 2.5.
2.5. Give me the Falcons. Another terrible game. But I will say, maybe something to bet this game is running backs for both teams because both teams run the ball really well, and both teams are bottom 10 in running or stopping the run. So that's something else to put on there. Maybe a couple running back overruns.
Yep. Give me the Jets here at home. I mean, I've learned this year you can't take the Falcons 2 games in a row. So
That's
yeah.
true. That's probably that might change my bet.
So yeah, Tyrod, I think he'll play better this week. Yeah, give me the Jets.
Alrighty, next one: Rams -10 at the Panthers. Who you going with here?
Mm. So Rams, they're playing lights out right now. Pretty unstoppable. But I think 10 points is a lot to lay on the road versus this Panthers team that plays way better at home. I think they bounced back from last week. It's gonna be hard. I don't know how. But Bryce Young, yeah, he's gonna find a way to pull off some magical plays, get Ted McMillan more involved in the offense, and I think Rams by like a touchdown.
This might be a terrible take, and this might come back to bite me in the cheeks, but I'm going to go Panthers to cover. I think the Panthers might win this game because the Rams have won 6 in a row.
Mm.
They're beating the crap out of everybody. They haven't had a game where they've turned the ball over. Stafford ain't threw an interception in what 7 weeks, and then the Panthers. Every time you're out on them, or every time you're out on the Panthers, I think it's the Godfather. Every time I'm out, they pull me back in. So I think they're going to pull me back in right here. Like you said, they're at home. They're playing a team that's supposed to be a lot better than them. They're underdogs by 10. This has felt like the game all year. They have won or they've been really close. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I'll see if I got the testicles to bet it on Sunday, but I might take it because this feels like the Panthers. This feels like they're one of their games to win. The Rams are filled for a dud. Oh my God! I just really I keep looking at the games and forgetting how bad they are. Vikings at Seahawks minus 12 and a half. Do you know if Nine or JJ, whatever he goes by, is healthy?
Uh, no, not sure actually. Oh, he's questionable concussion.
He's questionable,
Hmm.
which I got why. Like it ended up making sense that we should have like known how bad JJ was when they took Wentz out there and Wentz like basically had one shoestring left attached and keeping his shoulder attached to his body. Probably should have thought about that. I think the Seahawks get after him. I think he's played bad games. This might be his worst game. In Seattle, that defensive line, that just defense in general, this this I'm expecting 17 plus point win for the Seahawks here.
I'm, I'm gonna go the other way. I don't love this game. It is a Darnold revenge game, so he probably goes off. And I'd actually rather JJ not play, or maybe he'll start the game, get knocked out, and Max Brosmer will come in and play pretty decent and keep them within 12. So don't.
I ain't gonna lie. If he misses Justin Jefferson one more time, Justin Jefferson might take the Gatorade, slam him across the head with it. So yeah, you might be that might happen. They might lose. JJ might lose his mind enough to do that. So
Yeah, they
that
definitely
might
might.
happen for you.
So yeah, I'll take the Vikings to keep it within the 12.
Bet. Raiders at Chargers. Chargers minus 8.5. Give me the Chargers. That's all I'm going to speak on.
Yeah, give me the Chargers as well. Raiders have no type of offense that you would feel comfortable backing. So yeah, give me Chargers.
Alrighty. Broncos at Commanders. Broncos minus 5. I assume. I don't know why I put that there, but Daniels is not playing, right? Or is he?
Uh, I don't care if he is or not. I didn't even know he was questionable in this
Well,
game.
the only reason I'm asking because 5 seems kind of low.
Yeah, I mean, I get it
I haven't
does.
even I haven't seen nothing to say he's going to play, but 5 seems low. That's the only reason I really asked that. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
give me Broncos.
Yeah, all right. Whether Daniels is playing or not, yeah, give me the Broncos as well.
And Monday night, Giants at Patriots. Patriots minus 7. I'm not going to overthink this either. Give me the Patriots. Give
Give
me
me the
them to cover.
Patriots. Giants will probably be up for like a quarter and a half of this game. But they'll start off with the lead, get a touchdown by Winston and start off the game, and then May's gonna create some magic and yeah, end up winning by like 14.
Is Winston playing in this one too?
I figured he was, maybe not.
Honestly, I don't know. That's why I seen something about him saying it might be his last start for the Giants. That's why I didn't know if he was or wasn't.
Mm,
Because ain't live. If Winston's playing, I'm always in for a Winston game because he got back to
mm,
having fun last week. I mean, trick play touchdown, trick play receiving touchdown, terrible interception.
mm,
Yes, sir. That's Jameis Winston. That's the one I love.
mm,
So you're going. You say you're going Patriots too?
yeah.
All righty, that's the slate. We're gonna go winners and loser here. Who's your winner? Who's your loser from this last weekend? Or well, actually, it's kind of weird because we had 3 games yesterday. You want to do winners and losers from Thanksgiving, or who's gonna make a statement? Because we're kind of in the in between right here with this.
We'll do. We can do. We can do winners and losers from Thanksgiving.
Bet we'll do that then. You can go first.
I'll do. My winner is going to be the Bengals. Like I mentioned, like you just see how hard this team plays. You know, when Burrow's in the lineup, their defense is not good, but I mean, they forced 5 turnovers in a game yesterday, so it just seems like they're more motivated to play when Burrow is under center, and that's a huge win to at least keep them in the playoff talks. They don't have much of a chance, but with Burrow, you feel good with them winning any game. For my loser, I'll go Lions. Just don't seem like the the train's going off the wrong track at the wrong time. You're getting some key receivers hurt at this point in the season, which you don't need. Your coach has already been too aggressive. Maybe that's part of the reason you're losing some of these games. And honestly, I feel like Lions, like they might be, they could end up getting eliminated from this playoffs. I think real quick. So yeah, let me go Lions for Moser.
Alrighty, my winner and loser is going to be the same game. Cowboys going to be my winner. Chiefs going to be my loser. Chiefs loser first. I mean, you're 6-6. You're probably going to miss the playoffs because not only are you a game or 2 games behind, depending on, well, no, it might be a game behind this weekend, but they might be a game to 2 games behind all 3 people that they're in the hunt with in the wild card, and they've lost all 3: Jags, Chargers, and Bills. So I mean, you're basically 2.5 games back now that you've lost. If they win this weekend, I think they all have some pretty easy games. So it's most likely they're all 8-4, and you're 6-6 with the loss to them. And you got what the worst thing is, like, it ain't really been injuries. You got prime Patrick Mahomes. You got Rice back. He's been healthy for most of the season. You've had Worthy. He's been healthy. This is the best Kelsey's looked in a regular season in probably 2-3 years. Chris Jones has been healthy on the defense. McDuffie, like, it's kind of unexplainable why they're probably going to miss the playoffs. They got basically the same team from last year. And we've talked about it. I mean, it's obviously just the difference in 1-score games, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird year, I guess. We'll see if they get back to it next year, but I think this year might be over. In Cowboys, I think they've been my winner 2 weeks in a row now. That offense, I mean, that team in general, they're looking like the real deal. Like I said, the only thing that sucks is that they put themselves in such a big hole to start the season. So they've won 3 in a row, but now they're still only 6-5-1. So they got some work to do, but I looked at their schedule. They can win every game they play. And if you look at their last 2 weeks, the only reason the games have been as close as they've been is Cowboys turnovers and mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
They turned the ball over twice against Philly inside the red zone, and then had 4 chances from the 5, didn't score. And then to lead off the Chiefs game, they threw a pick inside their own, 25, 30-yard line, and they scored, and it was 7-0 like that. So they're beating good teams, really making mistakes. So if they can clean the mistakes up, I mean, this team's got a good chance to make it far, and we'll discuss that here in the next segment. On to true or false. First, true or false. The Lions' window is closed, and they missed their chance to win a Super Bowl. You go first.
Yes, I do believe the window is closed. I don't like Dan Campbell being overly aggressive. I don't believe that's ever going to win you, you know, anything in the long run. So, I mean, we've already seen them struggle in the playoffs last year, lose to a, rookie quarterback. Although, I mean, Daniels played pretty well, but yeah, I think the Lions window it has closed. I mean, they have all the talent, but I just don't losing your offensive and defensive coordinator too. I think that has a big part to do with it. So yeah, I think if they wanted to win it, it was going to have to be in those prior 2 years. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's closed, but it is very small. It's just, you kind of got to squint one eye to get, like, there's just light peeking through. Because they basically got the same, they're basically going to have the main people on the team back. Like, they're still going to have Dan Campbell, they're still going to have Goff, they're still going to have Gibbs, they're still going to have St. Brown, Williamson, Hutch, Anzalone, Kent. Like, they're going to have the same guys, but it scares me that their window might be closed, is what you said. The year the 2 coordinators leave, they go from 12-5 NFC Championship and 15-2 to what, 7-4, 7-5 now? I think 7-4, right?
7-5, 7-5.
Yeah, 7. So you went to that from 7-5, and not only that, you had like a Falcons type loss. It wasn't as bad, obviously, but you had one that might put a curse on the franchise. Up 24-7 at halftime, and you blow it to go to the Super Bowl. Like, that's the one that you have in your nightmares right there. So I'm going false, but it's not very false in my mind. It could be confirmed within this year or maybe next year. I don't know. Next, true or false? Cowboys will make the NFC Championship. Angle, I don't know why. I don't know what's happened. I'm on the Cowboys bandwagon. I think they make the NFC Championship. I've seen them the last 3 weeks, and besides the uh, besides the Rams, I don't think I've seen a much better team in the NFC the last 3 weeks because they beat Philly, and a big thing is for me right now with the Cowboys because their defense is getting better, and they obviously have the best 1-2 combo probably in the league. But who outside maybe Matthew Stafford, who are you taking over Dak Prescott in the NFC as a quarterback right now?
Uh, yeah, probably nobody. That is playing lights out. Yeah, it's not a problem. It is nobody. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'm gonna go false for my statement though, but
Well, no, yeah, it's
just
wild. They're
because
6-5-1. It's wild for me to say that. But
yeah, I think they would have to win out, which I mean, they very well can now, but it's just an
I
uphill
think,
battle with all the.
see, I don't know how that loss is going to affect them because if they lose one, they'll be 10-6-1. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why I
yeah,
don't know. Like, I may be one, or they may have to win out. I honestly don't know. But yeah, continue.
yeah, because I see the NFC either the NFC North or the NFC West getting three teams in, and I don't see. I think Eagles end up getting that the East division, because yeah, right now you have both the NFC West and the NFC North that have three teams with 7+ wins. So, and I'm not sure the head to head with the Cowboys or whatever, but um, yeah, I think it'll just be an uphill battle. Now, if they was a sneak in the playoffs, I think that could be a very well a true statement. They could definitely beat anybody, but I just think they're gonna finish like a game or half game right outside of the playoffs to not even make it. So,
Well, and the biggest, I mean, that game next week's a playoff game.
hmm
Cowboys at Lions, that's basically a playoff game because if whoever loses, now not only do you have a worse record, but you've lost to them head to head. So you can't even finish with the same, which I guess technically, now that I think about it, that wouldn't even matter because they can't finish with the same record because the freaking Cowboys tied. So now that I think about it, it's still a big game, but it ain't gonna be like the big like the be all or end all see whatever. I'm trying to. There's a saying in there I can't think of it right now, but yeah, yeah, I think they got the chance to really do it. Anything else you want to say on the slate or Thanksgiving or anything else?
I think that's it.
Alrighty, see y'all Tuesday.